momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought it down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now look at him go.
Do what we do.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Chargers nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He had the option there, decided to keep it. Exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Casey Hayward.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Harvey. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Harvey throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Harvey. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Harvey gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 2nd down, Harvey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Right now, it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Chargers 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Harvey throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Neechie13's picks it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. This out quickly to Williams. And that's a touchdown. There is a flag down on the field.
touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mike Badgley to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Hurley steps away to his left. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Justin Herbert.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Duncan. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harvey, he's going to loft one. Deep left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game.
Give them 32 on the play.
And the Browns first
Off play action. Harvey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harvey. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Browns 21, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Harvey, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Run past the 30-yard line there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Austin Eckler.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Eckler. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Harvey, he's going to float this one. Deep rights. And got his man complete. And he will finally be be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
A 41-yard gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Harvey. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Harvey. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Harvey, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down, Cleveland.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Browns.
On first down, Harvey. The tight end Hooper. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Roby on the tackle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
9-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
From the gun, Herbert. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Herbert.
The crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Harvey. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Herbert now to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And Thomas is up close to the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Second and 11 now. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
31.